I gotta get this light set up where it belongs. Hello, Envy. Hello,
Envy,
Janie.
hello.
Hello, hello. Can you text my mom?
Yes.
Happy Thursday to everybody. Let me clean my phone pieces. I should have done that before, I know. Hello, hello. Ow!
Oh.
It's a wolfy night.
Whoa, whoa,
It's a
whoa,
lip
whoa.
gloss night. Let's put on some lip gloss. Yay, lip gloss. Oops, I missed my lips.
Well, it would be lip gloss if you didn't eat your lips.
I missed my lips. How's everybody doing today? I had a really decent day today. I had a really good day today. So I'm very excited. Got a lot done. I got a lot done. If all goes according to plan, we have 3 baddies. And 3 wolves. I might save one of the wolves. No, probably not. I can't save them. Like once they're made, like they have to find a home. They have to find a home, right? Okay.
Armadillo.
So, how's everybody doing? How's their night? How was your day? I'm don't know why I'm cleaning the desk. It was okay. Did you have a show today, Crafty? Did it go okay? I kind of had to stay off of Whatnot today because my hands were busy most of the day. I was in dishwater or gluing or painting. Look at my nail. Cannot get that off.
Snatches got
Cannot get it off.
a silver finger.
So I'm going to try and show things tonight without showing my nail. Oh, you're not feeling good? I hate that.
I'm sorry, Crafty.
Well, I'm sending prayers and good wishes your way. Okay, guys, it's a wolf night.
Oh.
Ow! Ow! You were like that Tuesday. I was like that most of this beginning week. You're sending out the brat call?
I'm trying to, but now it's
I got it. It's sitting on the front of the screen for me. Oh, nothing's working.
I know. It's giving me an error message.
Okay, nothing is working. That's not good.
They were there earlier.
No, it's here. I saw a lot of other people were having trouble with their shows today. Anybody else struggling? I'm going to go out on this and then go back in. Whatnot. Fatal error. Internal error. Well, that's not good. That's not good at all, guys.
I tried to get out and get back in, and it said couldn't reload the show.
Yeah. Now Brian can't get back in at all.
Nothing's coming up on follow shows or nothing. Well, that's not good.
Huh. Okay. Let's try this one more time. Can you guys hear us? Are we even on?
Oh, no, let's see.
Yes? Okay, good. All right. No idea. We may just have to go with what we got. Let me see if I can send it on my phone.
All right, I got back in there.
Okay, I was able to send it on the phone. So maybe it's the laptops.
I don't know. She sent the brats. Okay.
Hey, Fox Rocks, welcome in
Fox.
to all of the people that are coming in. Armadillo Girl, good to see you. Custom Resin Creator, Scorpio's Creations. Can we tag? We need to tag Susan tonight. So guys, ow! Baddie and Wolf night, Wolf and Baddie night, in no particular order except wolves are always first. First of all, it's been a long week, but it's also been a good week towards today was a good day. Let's just say that. Today was a good and productive day for me. Although I did screw up for the first time in my schedule in a year. I had a show scheduled this morning at 10 o'clock and I woke up at noon. I could not get to sleep last night for the life of me. Thank you, Brian. And I finally fell asleep around 5 o'clock this morning. And then whenever Nightmare, welcome in, and thank you for the raid. I think you could go ahead and do a givey for them.
Okay.
Doing a givey in honor of Nightmare's raid. So we had I had a show scheduled at 10 o'clock and I woke up at 12 and I was in a panic and I was like, now what do I do? I've literally gone all but 1 month without rescheduling a show or canceling a show. So I went ahead and I did not reschedule it in the computer, but I did go ahead and go on and I did my 30 items. I did 10, 10, and 10. So I don't know what to do now on my accountability. Did I miss the show? Did I reschedule the show because it was a 2-hour time difference? But I don't know. I want to give myself grace, but at the same time, I'm very disappointed because I was literally 1 month from finishing that goal of not getting it done. So I'm going to consult the expert. Her name is D Archivist. She is doing a 1,000 day
Good Lord.
challenge. She has in a month. We started the same day, so yeah. But that's the whole idea, is to hold yourself accountable to your goals. And if I didn't make it, I didn't make it. But I'm gonna leave it up to her because I do remember her saying, "I've been on every day, but I was late once." So I'm gonna see if we get a late once grace period. But she did 365 days on June 1st of last year. And then June 1st of this year, or no, it has to be way past June. On June 1st, she decided to say that she was going to do 1,000 days. So I dedicated myself that day in honor of her challenge to go 365 days without scheduling or canceling a show. So I'm going to consult her and see what she says. We get a mulligan. I would hope I hope so. So I'll ask her and see what she says. But guys, get in the giveaway. Let me talk for a second about who I am and what I do. My name is Basement Brats Art, also known as Rochelle, also known as BBA 2021, BBA, Roro, Bubba. Ow! Welcome in, fall. Welcome in, Hometown Gal Crafton. We missed you guys. So I'm also known as being quite a nut. If you were on yesterday, you might have
She
caught
was
me
very
dressed
nice.
as an alien and trying to convince everybody that aliens are real, because that's the kind of train we were on. Now, do I believe aliens are real? I wouldn't call them yesterday. You were there. Oh my gosh. I wouldn't say that they are, abducting people in New Mexico and dropping them back off. But I would say that I think it's pretty vain of us to think that we are the only one in the universe. I think that if they were able to travel here, we would know a lot more. I'm glad you didn't screenshot. I was like, oh gosh, I hope nobody's doing the clips of this. So I do have the show. I may post a couple of clips just to be funny, but we'll see. I rewatched it and I was laughing so hard because I am such a dork. But anyways, thank you for all of you who joined that craziness. But you never know what you're going to get when you join a BBA show. And ow, Experiment 625, good to see you, my girl. All right, everybody, thank you so much for being here tonight. It's a special night for us on Thursday nights because we get to do the wolf releases. We have 3 beautiful wolves tonight. We dedicate these shows to the White Wolf Sanctuary in Tidewater, Oregon, in the name of Paul Clayton and the Wolf Pack. What we do is we create wolves and we put them up for adoption instead of an auction. You adopt them; they become your little baby to take care of. And with that adoption, you do get the adoption sheet. You get the number that they were created in. You get the month. You get the year they were created in. And then on the adoption sheet, it also tells you the story that I told tonight and why we did what we did. And you also get a gift back from the wolves. The White Wolf Sanctuary sends me white wolf fur trinkets. No, they don't. They send me white wolf fur, and I turn them into trinkets. So, for example, this is one of the pieces. Please don't look at that nail. I have paint on every fingernail. This is going to be a problem tonight. So there's the fur right there. I will edge this again. But that is a white wolf fur trinket, and you get that with adoption of a wolf. You might think, why wolves? Well, the reason we do wolves is because it was my brother's favorite animal, pretty sure. Hello, hello, my dear. And ow! So My brother passed away in 2022 very unexpectedly at the age of 50, and we did experiment 625. I will send you something cool. We'll pull a card after the wolfies and before the baddies. And then you can tell me what kind of card you want. So he passed away very kind of unexpectedly. He was sick, but we really thought he was going to recover, and so that really made a big difference in, I think, our grieving process, because he was ripped away from us. I don't know, you can call it whatever you want. It was a mistake and a medical error, but I mean, it felt like murder. We're very angry, and I think still are. Accepting doesn't mean the anger goes away. It means that you find a way to manage that anger. But one of the ways that we deal with our grief is through this program, and we get to continue to talk about him. My grandmother used to say that as long as people are talking about you, you're never really gone. So he is not gone completely from our lives, but he is gone from this earth, and we do miss him. So that's why we do what we do. All right. I have two special kind of wolves tonight. First of all, it is Mother's Day weekend, right? It's Mother's Day weekend. So who better than to honor than the moms, right? The first wolf up is actually a number 2. I know I had so much fun recreating this one. We just need tissue in this house. Like I used all of the Kleenexes in this room. Can you imagine why?
I'll go get one.
How about I don't think we have any, so I guess
There's
tissue
napkins
from
up
the
there.
bathroom would be fine.
You want it?
Don't just go to the bathroom. It's
Okay.
fine. Okay, so this one was one of the first wolves, and I was doing it, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is a disaster! It is the craziest looking wolf ever." I thought nobody's ever going to adopt this thing. She's so weird. And then I looked at her again, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I have the perfect backstory for this." Whenever, how many of you know? Hey, Everyday Art, welcome in. How many of you remember some of the projects that you made for your parents when you were in school? Specifically, Mother's Day, Father's Day. You made these crazy little gifts from, thank you, from the kindergarten age on to, I don't know. You probably did them clear up until junior high, right? And then those of us who are artists, like we're constantly making things for our family because that's, it's the ultimate gift to give an art piece, right?
Unless it's a whale for your mother.
Unless it's a whale. Brian gave his mom the same whale project like 10 years in a row. God's eyes, that was a good one. Yes, that was where you wrap the yarn around the stick. I think I remember the handprints, right? And then you draw your name or turn it into a turkey, or depending on what time of the year it is, it's Bubba time. So, all of those crazy things. Well, this one is the perfect depiction of every kid around Mother's Day when you're little and you're just learning to craft. So this one is named after my mom. So this is Roxy, and this is, let me see if I can get our shows. Can you run yet?
I can try to run it, yeah.
I'm about up. That was Eric. Bubba is his nickname. It's Bubba time. Hey, Eric, good to see you. Test. Okay, it's not going to reverb. Yay!
Oh, you got it?
Yeah, I do. Okay, so this is our first wolf for the evening. Crayon, you just welcome in, girl. How are you feeling? Ah, Stalker and Bestie. Here you guys go. Ready? This is Roxy. And she is. Now, listen, guys, when I made this the first time, I was actually really trying to cover a wolf. Um, and I don't know what I was trying to do, but I was trying to make the glitter stick, and guys, look who's back. Look who's back. Look what I got in the mail today. I'm so excited. I forgot to tell you the good news. I found a juvie wolf. I found the baby wolf. So the juvenile wolf is back. It is the pup. And this one is Roxy, named after my mom, but it is also every child's first either Valentine's Day, Mother's Day gift, whatever it is. Thank you guys for looking at that one. It is super cute, right? I think also, I think there was 2 little pink bows that I will find, and I put them right here. So, it does look like the glitter is coming off, and I will also spray that because how many of you also barely got your project home before it started to fall apart, right? It's okay. So, guys, let me tell you what happens to wolves who don't get adopted. They actually are sent to the White Wolf Sanctuary in Tidewater, Oregon, and they sell them in their shop for $25. So it's a great profit for them too. So please don't feel bad for wolfies that don't find a way. They don't go in a cage and are forgotten. They are sent to the White Wolf Sanctuary with adoption papers, and somebody in Oregon buys them. So we're very happy about that. Okay. The White Wolf Sanctuary, also, for those of you who may be your first time in, is 35 acres. They have 12 wolves. They are all beautiful. Many of them are the Arctic wolf, which is actually glitter and all. Yes, exactly. A mess like you. You're the farthest thing from a mess. My mom is super, super clean and organized. The total opposite of me. She even told me this week, she says, I have failed you because you just have never caught that cleaning bug and that organization bug. Because I was literally in tears bawling to her about just not being able to get organized and to find my way and find things. So yeah. Oh, I know, Susan. Your first Mother's Day without your mom has got to just be the worst. And by the way, speaking of Mother's Day, well, we'll talk about that in just a minute. Let me do a support item for the White Wolf Sanctuary. We also, this is pure profit to the sanctuary. It's a quick and easy way to help the wolves out without doing a full adoption. And this item, look how cute this one is, guys. Oh, I did that one PWE. Oh, I can ship this one PWE. Okay. And very low shipping. All right, here we go. It's the Wolfie paw print in the colors of amethyst, which is his birthday colors.
Very cute.
Armadillo Gal.
This goes in an envelope?
Yes. Armadillo Gal is from New Mexico.
Oh.
The 505, baby, but you're in Alamogordo, so you're 575. We'll always be the 505, am I right? Thank you for your purchase, and ow! Okay, let's do, I don't have very many support items because I'll tell you what I did. I actually dumped over, late last night, I dumped over the box and broke like 4 items. So they are not fixable. They are going to have to be chunked, and so that's that. But I know I did make a new one.
There's a couple right here.
Yeah, this one. Okay, I did make this new one, and I have the perfect blue strings put on this one. I love this one, guys. Are you ready? Get your swiping fingers ready. Okay, here we go. This is actually, I can't PWE this one, but it is super, super pretty. And 15 seconds, let's go.
How cute.
Look at the glitter in this one. It's, oh, I was gonna say it's not running. It is running. And that's, don't look at my nails. That's the gray wolf that that I think was my brother's favorite. All right, thanks for looking at that one, guys. Okay, up next, we have another Wolfie. Thank you. Okay, guys. We've been on a series, right? We've been on a series of minerals because my brother and I absolutely loved to rock hound. We actually lived in a city that had a park named Rockhound State Park, and people would come from all over the United States and the world just to rock hound in these mountains. I don't really know why we have so many there, but in the top of the mountain, like I mean, you can just still pick up seashells from when the mountains were under the earth. We're relatively newer mountains. They're very, very pointy and high. Not like the Great Smoky Mountains here that are kind of like rounded off and a little bit smaller. The Rocky Mountains, they're no joke. They're no joke mountains. Nobody lives in our mountains except the goats. They have a good stronghold on those mountains. Yeah, they're straight up. They're straight down. I can tell you, I've fallen off of the mountain several times. Skinned knees, bruised elbows, torn up egos, and you never fall down without you never fall down without getting into cactus ever. It just doesn't happen. You're going to get stickers somewhere in your body. But we used to love to go look for rocks, and that was one thing that we used to do as a family. And yeah, we didn't call it muddin. We called it honky tonkin. Which now that I'm an adult, it's funny because doesn't that mean going to bars? We called it honky tonkin. We would get in the Jeep and go out and ride the mountains, and sometimes we'd stay in the Jeep, sometimes we'd bounce out. I don't know how we survived our childhood. Seriously, I don't know how. And then, of course, we were going across like farmers' lands and things like this, and you'd have to undo the gate, and you would inevitably, whoever went to get the gate would be left behind. Of course, you had to chase after and catch your ride, right? They thought that was funny. Of course, now I do that to my kids, so it is funny, but it wasn't funny at the time. But yeah, we love to go into the mountains and we love to do that sort of stuff. But we also had a neighbor that lived next to us, the Max. And it was Joe Mack and Lee Mack. I can't think of her real name. We called her Lee. I think it was like Leona. So Leona and Joe, and they were the ultimate rock hounders. In fact, they helped run the Gem and Mineral Society in our hometown. And we well before they moved to town, we were rock hounders. And my stepdad used to give us slices of core from the earth because he worked for a geologist. And so he would bring these cores about this size. And then they would just sometimes be in slices. Sometimes they were this big. Like he'd bring us one that was like a beautiful specimen of like several different layers of the earth and stuff. So always thought geology was really cool. I thought I would grow up to be a geologist, but this girl right here does not math at all. So that's funny that I thought that when I was a kid, but I also wanted to be a truck driver. So you never know, right? You never know. Hey, M7 Designs, welcome in. So tonight's piece is based off of that rock hounding, and it is part of our series. So here we go, guys. Are you ready for our next Wolfie? It's beautiful. I was shocked at how pretty this one came out. This is silver. This is silver. Sorry. Did anybody else have trouble today with running items? So this is silver. I see that. Thank you. I will get it out to you. Isn't this one pretty? I've been waiting to get this color in to do this one. You have half my heart. Thank you for looking at that one. I love this very southwestern feel, Armadillo. Don't you see that?
Thank you, Armadillo.
It feels almost like almost the El Paso area art. But we don't like El Paso.
Ow!
Thank you. This is your second wolf, right? This is the second wolf. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yes. Well, thank you for your support of the Wolfies. We are super excited. Okay, guys, get your swiping fingers ready. I think this one's gonna be a little bit of a bidding war. It's a support item. Um, we have very few of these, and I always want to say a giant thank you to Susan from Handcrafted by Susan for the things that she donates to the Wolf Pack. She has such a kind and generous heart. And she got these for us, and she donated them in. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? This one's really pretty. This is the credit card cover. Look how pretty that one is. Look at the fire and ice. I almost chose this one, to be honest with you. I chose the gray wolf because it was the closest to my brother, but this is also a gray wolf. And then, oh my goodness, it is just stunning. It is so beautiful. I can't wait to see it. Whoever gets this has to send me a picture of their credit card. I'm just kidding. The number's 2. Custom resin creator. Ow! Thank you so much. I do want to see a picture of it out of the stickers on your card. If you'll send me a picture, I would love that. Pin and all, yes, please, with your social and your mother's maiden last name.
And some good funds.
All right. I know custom resin creator is not one that I would want his credit card because he buys too much on Whatnot to have a big stack of money in there. All right, guys.
This has got a Swiss bank account, you know.
Right. Okay. This one is very special. I can't have what's left. I think I'll probably get it on this wolf, honestly. This one was this one's been a very long time in the making. I have thought long and hard about what I wanted to do with this one. I finally found the pieces, and I was waiting for the perfect time, but what better time than Mother's Day week for this one? You guys have heard me talk about her many times. She was my influence for art. She was really just every one of us thought we were her favorite grandchild. Every single one of us. So I'm talking about my grandmother. Her name was actually Betty Rosella. And my mom mixed her name, which we heard earlier is Roxanne, and Rosella, and she came up with Rochelle. So it's actually how I was named. And she was so much to me. She was an influence. She was guidance. She was entertainment. Oh my gosh, she was so funny. We would go to a toy store, and she would ask the people behind the counter where the directions were for whatever certain toy she was buying or whatever it was. And then she'd turn around and she'd say, "Is that in the toy department?" And I'm like, "Grandma, we're in Toys R Us." We're in Toys R Us. And I was like, I would just laugh and laugh at her. And or we'd go to Sonic, and because we did Sonic a lot. My grandma loved to, she was very, very benevolent and very generous. And so every day, no matter how many people were at my Aunt Carla's house, um, and sometimes it would be 5 or 6 people, and whoever was coming later in the evening, she would get us all during happy hour, get us all those giant drinks. And I told you she bought us all of the Happy Meal toys. So she was very, very giving. But we would go to Sonic and she would say, "I want a cheeseburger." And then she'd say, "Does that come with cheese?" I'm like, "Grandma, it's a cheeseburger."
Burger.
"Yeah, but does it come with cheese?" Yes. I catch myself doing and saying things like that. More so my daughter says these things. She was with my mom, who is her grandma, and she says, "Grandma," she goes, they were making they were feeding the hummingbirds, and they were making the feed for hummingbirds, which is sugar water. And she looked at my mom and she goes, "Grandma, how do you make sugar water?" My mom was like, "Sugar and water." So I see her continuing on this earth in many different ways. She was also my influence for art. She was always creating something, whether it be dolls, um, clothes. She used to sew all of my mom and my aunt's clothes when they were little. Of course, they hated it because they were from the same material, so they looked the same. So there was, she made so many things. I'm drawing a blank right now. Oh, beading. She did beadwork, beautiful, tremendous beadwork. Hey, April, welcome in. Hey, Jay and Beach, welcome in, guys. Hey, Patty, welcome in. That's not, yeah, right? So, she she would call me over late in the middle of the night because she knew I didn't sleep, and I didn't live very far. I was most of the time I was never within, I mean, 8 miles at the most, but most of the time I was 3 or 4 miles from her because our town was pretty small. She would call me over and she's like, "Can you come over and thread my needle?" So I would go over and thread her needle, so that she could continue ceramics. Oh my gosh, she had a storeroom of ceramics, and she was so well known for her beautiful finishes on everything. My mom is absolutely right when she calls me out for not finishing like the eyes and noses and stuff on the wolves because my grandma was perfection when it came to her art. Her first piece always crazy, so either my mom or my aunt got the crazy pieces or I got the crazy piece because we were the first ones to they were the first ones to get them. But then after that she had it down and it was perfection. So I appreciate having paintings also. I have paintings around my house from her. She was really good. Will you pull one of the paintings off of the wall in my bedroom?
Yeah.
The one with the teddy bear, if it's
Okay.
okay. So I'll show you one of her paintings. Um, so she was, but here's the other thing. She was super, super kind. Everybody who knew her loved her. There was not, I can't think of hardly anybody in the town who didn't like her. And if they didn't like her, they seriously had a screw loose because my grandmother was truly, truly colorblind. She knew no prejudice. She didn't care if you had $1,000 in your pocket or you had pennies. She treated you the same no matter what. She was very benevolent. She was very kind. She donated thousands of hours of her time teaching in the schools. Um, I think this is all of our favorite. I love this one. This was her beginning painting class, and she was probably in her late 60s, early 70s before she started taking up painting. Um, they're just amazing. So we all have copies. There's a series of 3 of those, and we all have copies of that. So grandma was the best, and we were standing around at Paul's wedding, and 68 before she found out she could draw. Okay, there you go. Um, I can't draw. I already know I can't. So she's definitely had that one up on me. And she was also, how old was she when she went back to school, Mom? My mom has a self-portrait. She did a self-portrait of herself that looks identical to how she looked. She took the picture and she recreated and it was perfect. Okay. So I finally got it. I finally got the piece that I wanted to do for her. And I think you guys will love her as much as I did. But she was early 60s and she went back to school and she was one credit from getting her degree when cancer took her life. One credit. And they said, and it was like 2 or 3 weeks left of the semester, and she couldn't go back because she was getting really sick. And so she called them and said, "What do I do?" And they said, "Oh, we're going to give you an honorary degree." And she says, "Nope, I don't want an honorary degree. I want the full degree." And unfortunately, they didn't reward it to her. But in my mind, she was extremely smart, extremely, extremely educated, and she has a million degrees in life. Okay, this is, oh, I forgot to tell you where we get the name for this one. Um, we're standing in a room full of adults, and there was literally 7 grandmas standing there around the room, right? There was a couple of generations of grandmas. Um, my mom's mom, my dad's mom, um, my mom, uh, I don't, a lot of aunts and uncles, And my niece came up and she's like, "Grandma, grandma, grandma." My mom didn't recognize that she's the grandma because this is my brother's wedding and we had just met Michaela, right? I told you that story. Skippy's mom was there, okay? Like there was grandmas everywhere. And somebody in the group goes, "Which grandma?" And my grandma says, "Well, I'm grandma number 1." So and we were like, "Oh, how's that going to go over?" Not anybody argued. They all knew she was grandma number 1. So, this is grandma number 1.
Oh.
And red was her favorite color. So, it's an art piece. I can't get that in his mouth. So it's close enough. But look at this little art set, guys. It's so stinking cute. It has the little art, it has the little paint in it. I love her too. She's super cute. And she is on a set of wings. As you guys know, whenever a wolf is created and their person passes away, they are on a set of wings. Also, this is a cross for her faith. Of all of my people that have passed on, my best friend, Mr. Sam, Angie, another very good friend of mine, and my grandma, I know, are definitely sitting at the feet of God. So that one's still a little wet, and I need to do some work on it. Getting on cruises. No, I don't think she ever got to go on a cruise. That was my other grandma, Skippy. And I think you have her. Because she had the frog. She loved frogs just like you did. So that was Skippy. Skippy was my dad's mom. I know you do. I love her too. Mm-hmm. And that was Skippy. Okay, guys. I think that's it. We did 3 wolves. Okay. It's baddie time, guys. So let me pull a card.
You have a baddie call up? You have a baddie call up, don't you?
Experiment 625. How am I losing my brain? Okay, let's all agree to know that I didn't ever have a brain. What card do you want tonight? 52 Ways to Make a Difference, Turtles, Heroes, Star Wars, Friends, SpongeBob, How to Train Your Dragon, Snoopy, Fantastic Four, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, or Christmas Vacation. It's stuck in the aluminum foil, right? I knew you were going to say Snoopy. I put it off to the side, didn't I, Brian?
You did.
Paul is a Snoopy fan, so I'm so glad that you chose it. It's appropriate.
Do you have a baddie's call out?
I do. Ah, the King of Diamonds!
You're the right one.
It is a diamond.
I know you said it.
It's a crooked square. The king of the crooked square. Look at the look at the little crown on Snoopy. I do love the How to Make a Differences. Guys, I got to help a little gentleman at the post office today, and he says, "Oh," he goes, "it was so nice of you to take the time to show me how to work this kiosk." I wish he knew how much better it just made me feel about the world to be able to help him today. So if you have a tendency to do things for people, just to do them also because it makes you feel good too. You are very welcome. Okay, guys, I have a special baddie presentation. Fox, are you still here?
Trying to find baddie call out, but I can't find it.
Okay.
Get ready, Fox.
I don't want to break these.
I was just thinking, ready, Fox.
Okay.
When did you say nothing?
All right, here we go, guys. Crafted by a King, welcome in. All right. It's Mother's Day week, and I wanted to talk about a couple of things. First of all, I want to say a giant thank you to my mom, who puts up with a lot of shit for me, okay? I said the SH word. I'm sorry. I apologize, but she does. She puts up with a lot of crap from me. I am not perfect.
Close.
No, not even close. I think that sometimes whenever we love somebody, we know and trust them enough with our heart and our soul and who we are that we let our true selves out more around them than we let out around other people. And so it's important to know that just because somebody loves you unconditionally and wholeheartedly does not mean that you can be a jerk to them. So I apologize, Mom, for being a jerk sometimes. Hello. Okay, thank you. I can't though because it's not on a Monday or a Wednesday. We all are, yeah. So, but this is Mom, you really are such a good mom. And today, I don't know if you guys know that today is actually a different kind of Mother's Day. It is actually declared it's bereavement Mother's Day. It is the Mother's Day for mothers who have lost their children. So I don't think you can say Happy Mother's Day on that day because it's very hard. But I think it's still super important to recognize the moms who have lost their children because I remember talking to a Gold Star family one time that said, "What do you do on Mother's Day? Like, you're not a mom anymore." I remember just thinking that was so wrong because you're always a mom. Even if you've lost your child, you're always a mom. So I wanted to say that I have watched my mom suffer through loss. So I just wanted to say to all the moms who are out there who have lost their child, I'm so sorry for your loss and know that we love you and that you're always a mom. Woo! Okay. So that being said, there is no better baddie than my mother. She is the original badass mom. And so I wanted to create a piece based off of my mom, and this is her piece. So it is not for auction today. Oh, I'm so okay. This one is not up for adoption, but I did want you guys to see adoption. It's not up for auction. Alpha, if you ever need to talk, I'm here, okay? And give Luna a hug for me. All right. Are you guys ready? Mom, are you ready? I love you. Okay, here we go. No, you're not ready. Don't worry, you're not naked. I was like, when I was making this one, I was like, okay, I got to cover my mom up. I got to cover my mom up. She can't be naked. She has to be modest because my mom is a very modest and actually a very shy and private person. So here is the one that I made for my mom. I said, she is the garden goddess of endurance, a woman who learning how to bloom in even in exhaustion. A single mother with tired hands and a determined heart, she carried. Oof, she's so pretty. Oh my goodness. She carried the weight of two jobs while still making sure that love lived inside her home, even when life demanded everything from her. She never stopped creating beauty around her. Her soft ivory peach wings symbolize quiet strength, not loud or boastful, but steady and dependable. They are the wings of a mother who sacrificed sleep, comfort, and peace so her children could dream bigger than she ever had the chance to. The flowers surrounding her tell the story of her soul. Bright yellows representing hope and warmth she gave freely to others during seasons when she felt empty herself. The pink bloom speaks of tenderness, compassion, and softness she protected beneath all her responsibilities. The lavender stems woven through her wings symbolize healing, peace, and the music that carried her through hard nights. Music was never just sound to her, it was survival. Songs became comfort during the long drives home from work, motivation during impossible mornings with two ornery children, and during tasks at home. and healing after heartbreak. She danced through the struggle even when nobody noticed. The hummingbird is her sacred symbol, small but fearless, delicate yet powerful. It reminds us of the way that she moved through life, constantly in motion, constantly giving, constantly finding sweetness, even after a hardship. Hummingbirds teach resilience and joy and the miracle of continuing forward despite how heavy life can become at times. This goddess is not this goddess is not shared today because life was easy for her. It is shared because she has always kept blooming. So this is Roxanne. So happy Mother's Day, Mom. And look, you're not naked. There's symbolism in this one too, like there is always, guys. So these are her pearls of wisdom. My mom was always trying to pass down stuff, and I was the most stubborn kid when it came to learning. I don't know how she put up with me. I still don't know how she puts up with me, but I was such a turd growing up. I hated school, but she always tried to teach me. She still tries to teach me. Now it's about the stock market. And I always tell her, Mom, I hate the stock market. But she's right. I need to know these things. So these are the pearls of wisdom. She had many, and she did pass down some great things that I did listen to. Her favorite flower or plant is the lilac. I think I'm okay, it cleared in. And then these flowers both represent me and Paul. I'm not going to tell you which one is which because we would fight. Paul would say he's the bigger one. I would say I'm the bigger one, but they're equally beautiful. So we're just going to call it that, even though I know I'm the favorite. Just kidding, Paul. Then I don't know if you can see this as red, white, and blue because my mom is quite a patriot. She's a quiet patriot. She doesn't stand up on chairs and scream about things, but she is knowledgeable about things in the world and she keeps herself informed. And she does really take an active part in making sure that I know what's going on so that I'm not going into the world blind. I love that about her. And this here, this is the yellow rose of friendship because my mom is my best friend. Thank you guys for looking at that one. I love you, Mom. Happy Mother's Day. It is a true baddie. Woo.
And the pollen's bad in here.
My eyes are leaking. Oh, and then look, Mom, did you see the hummingbird? Yeah, and Susan, I know this is going to be your first Mother's Day without your mom. I'm so sorry. Okay. Oh, good. I'm glad. I got you a couple of other things, but you're going to have to dust that one. I've got you something you have to dust. Okay. All right, guys. This next piece is a commissioned piece. Oh, I'm so glad. Did she arrive safely? Yeah, mothers are a thankless job. They are a thankless job. Okay, good. Good, good, good. Okay. Yeah, your mom is pretty, she is a baddie too. She is a baddie. We like her as well. Okay, guys. This next piece This next piece was commissioned, so I also cannot run it, but I always want to share the baddies with you guys if they will let me tell their stories.
And I want to buy this thing too. Wait till you see it.
I already told Brian, I'm like, you can't buy this. It's already spoken for. But I did sit last night for about 5 minutes and just stare at it and wonder and think, wow, this thing is really cool. This thing is really cool. So I really hope that I did this family justice in creating the piece that represents their baddie. Um, I want to start out by saying that, first of all, it's May and it is Mental Health Awareness Month. And this one is very much a piece about survival, redemption, and the healing power of unconditional love. So I just want you guys to know, any of you out there who may be suffering from anything mental mentally aware. If you're struggling, mental illness, mental anguish, depression, anxiety, they are all treatable. Um, please get the help that you need and make sure that you surround yourself with people who will uplift you and do things that make you feel better. Please don't sit in that and not let it be treated because it's important. There are so many ways out there now that are being finally discovered and brought to light, holistic ways. It doesn't have to be medications, but please find yourself somebody who will advocate for you, help you, and love you through it unconditionally because it does exist out there. So, I want to say a very big thank you for allowing me to create this piece because it helped me also to realize that I was struggling. I was really struggling this last week, and I did take measures to make sure that I was okay. And I am feeling better. I know it looks like I'm not feeling better, but I am. I'm feeling better. So, are you guys ready for this piece? Okay.
Beautiful.
This is the Goth Angel of Mental Awareness, and it tells the story of survival, redemption, and the healing power of unconditional love. Her translucent wings carry the weight of battles most people never saw: addiction, heartbreak, and mental struggles, and the exhaustion to fight to become whole again. The chains woven through this piece symbolize the life that once tried to hold her captive. Addiction wrapping itself around her spirit, heartbreaking, hardening her heart, and pain convincing her that she would never escape. But this angel was never meant to stay broken. The red and black figures represent her and her husband, two souls bound not by perfection, but loyalty, healing, and devotion. The black figure stands strong and steady beside her, symbolizing the Marine who became her protector. He offered her safety when life felt chaotic, strength when she felt weak, and a loving home where she could finally breathe without fear. His presence is not about rescuing her, but about standing guard while she rebuilt herself. The red figure represents her new spirit, passionate, scarred, emotional, and alive. Red is the color of both pain and love, showing the fire she survived and the love that she learned to trust again. Together, they sit as equals, leaning into one another after weathering storms that could have destroyed them both. The sunflowers at their feet symbolize hope and motherhood. Even in the darkest seasons of addiction and grief, she continued to fight for her children and for the life she wanted to create. Sunflowers turn toward the light, as she has learned to do. The butterfly resting before them is transformation itself. It represents the woman she became after recovery, softer in some ways, stronger in others. No longer ashamed of her past, the butterfly reminds us that healing is messy, slow, but beautiful. This goth angel is not about pretending life was easy. It's about surviving what should have destroyed you and still choosing love. This is about a woman who fought her demons, a Marine who gave her shelter and stability, and the family they built together from the ashes of brokenness. Together, they are proof that even wounded hearts can still become a safe place to call home. So I wanted to share the symbolism in this. The chains, obviously, as you heard, represent just the struggles, being buried in chains. But the clarity is what we all seek. We all seek that clarity. So I wanted to do this piece in clearness. And then I don't know if you caught it, but the sunflowers are Tiffany and Rosie. And the angel is in the past, but not in shame, but as a reminder of what you survived and what shaped the badass survival that you are today. The butterfly is the promise of transformation, and it's blurple, which is Chad's favorite color. Red and black are Linda's favorite colors, and they're the color of their wedding. And the base is a symbol for seeking a stronger foundation. Let me show you the base. So the base is actually, this is on shaky ground, and this is a solid foundation. And yes, this piece is Linda and Chad, aka Simplify and Linda. I mean, Crafty Bliss. I hope you like it.
Beautiful.
I hope it was what you wanted. Aw, I love you too. And look, I put bling in. I was going to bling your entire dress, and then I was like, okay, I think I'm going to stop. It's perfect how it is. But I had to put bling in because I know you like the bling. Oh, by the way, right. By the way, this chain is actually you two bonded with your family and with the girls. So this is not a chain that is holding you down. It's one that is connected to you. And connecting you to the kids. Thank you so much for trusting me and allowing me to tell your story. I know some things are hard to talk about, but Linda, thank you so much for letting me share that, because I think it was Bent Mandrel Inc. who said that it's important that we talk about these things so that anybody who is suffering in silence is still suffering. So if we talk about the things that we're suffering through with other people, then we have validation in our feelings, and we also have somebody to talk to about it, and then it allows others to get rid of the stigma that is around mental illness. We need to talk about these things. To get rid of the shame that's around addiction and recovery, and to celebrate recovery, because recovery and sobriety are super important, and I'm so proud of you. So thank you. And Chad, thanks for being there for our girl. Thanks for being there for our baddie. You're a badass too, and it was hard to mix your piece in and not want to tell your story, because you are definitely you're definitely worthy of being a guardian. That's what we're going to call our guys when we start making them. But I love that this piece represents the both of you. So thank you for that. All right, we have one more baddie, guys. We have one more baddie.
The tears aren't stopping yet, people.
We have one more baddie. And guys, know you're never obligated to buy. Please know you're never obligated to buy. Okay. I have this one. This one is the baddie for tonight. This one is going to be one that is up for sale because she is this week's piece. Guys, are you proud of me that I got 3 baddies done this week? I was going to have a 4th one done, but she hasn't come in tonight, so I'm glad that I have a little bit more time to create with her. But actually, the other one is a memorial piece. It's not a baddie, so I'm not even sure I can share her story online yet. But I have been really busy, and I got 3 wolves done today. Yeah, 3 wolves and 3 baddies. So it's been a busy week, and that's why I've been kind of quiet in the background, because, like I said, each one of these do take hours and hours and sometimes days. I have been working on Chad and Linda's for more than a month, I think. So Crafty and Simplify. All right, guys, this is also an amazing piece. And hours, I have had hours of shows too. Yes, crazy shows. Okay, here we go. We are going to run this baddie, and she is a garden goddess. She is not a goth angel. So tonight she will be a little less expensive. The goth angels are a little bit more expensive. No, thank you. You guys inspire me always. Okay, are you ready? This is also a Mother's Day one. It is the season. It is the season. And what is more profound than the love of a mother? And it's a thankless job, right? It's a thankless job that we all have as parents. Now, once we become adults and we become parents of our own, we realize what little cockaheads we have been to our family. Then we realize what a smart person our parent was and how good they were. Sometimes we realize too where the fault lines are. I will tell you, you heard me read single parent. My mom did it all, and that makes me really realize how crappy my dad was in my childhood. He was a good man, he was a good person, but he was not a good dad. So I'm very thankful that I had my mom and some really strong women, my Aunt Carla, my grandma, his mom, that stepped up and taught me how to be a woman and to be really strong. Yes. So kudos to all the single moms out there who are doing everything. And I want to say also, it's not Father's Day, but you know what? The dads are super important. And dads that stick around and do what they're supposed to do, I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous of that. I'll be honest with you. It's hard not to have the little green monster to see those relationships that people have with their dad. So, just know that you're something special if you stuck around, and dads who didn't have to be are also really important. They didn't have to be that, and they stepped up and they took that place. You're pretty special. But this garden goddess, this is the garden goddess of forever motherhood. So this is the garden goddess of a parent who is, I'm missing a little piece of this one. Hold on, he's missing a piece. If you guys could see my desk right now, you'd be like, how are you able to even see the world? Obviously, I'm not, because I lost a piece. Oh, see, I love that. I need. It's pretty small.
Is that in the
Oh, is that what fell earlier? Oh, it's in the abyss now. I'll never find it.
Is there anything under the thing?
No, I don't see it. Okay. I have lost it, but luckily I have another one. Okay. It's not a permanent piece, that's why. Yet. Okay, sorry guys. We did a lot of shuffling and moving to get all the baddies, and they take up a lot of space on the table. All right, are you ready?
Right.
Oh,
God.
She did not just almost fall back behind the table. She did not. Just know that that didn't happen. I mean, it might have. It might have happened. I caught her. Whew. Okay, here we go. She is the garden goddess of the forever motherhood, the keeper of unconditional love and endless patience and quiet sacrifice. Her petals are soft lavender, the color of endurance, compassion, and healing, because every day she wakes up carrying pain in her own body, yet chooses to love first. She is the mother whose strength is rapidly loud. It gives in the small things, the sleepless nights, the appointments, the constant caregiving, the worry she never speaks out loud, and the way that she keeps showing up even when her own body begs her to rest. She's a single mother who came both shelter and foundation. She learned how to survive storms alone while making her child feel safe and protected. Though the world may not always understand the weight that she's carrying while caring for a mentally disabled child, she continues with fierce devotion and unmatched determination. The layered flowers around her represent the many versions of motherhood she has had to become. She has been the protector, the nurse, the teacher, the advocate, the comforter, the provider, and the safe space. The dark blooms represent the grief, exhaustion, and isolation as she quietly holds inside, while the lighter petals remind us of the gentleness she never lost despite hardships. At the center rests a shimmering heart jewel, a symbol that even though having chronic pain and emotional exhaustion, her love still shines. It reflects the truth of who she is, a mother whose heart never stopped giving, even when nobody noticed how much it cost her. She is the kind of mother that the world often forgets to thank, the kind whose work happens behind closed doors, away from applause and recognition. Yet her love changes lives every single day. This goddess teaches us that motherhood is not measured by perfection or by praise. It is measured by the choice to keep loving through pain, through loneliness, through exhaustion, and through every impossible moment. And she does every day. You guys, please say hello to Susan. We see you, Susan. You guys guessed. I can't be on camera today. I am like, I got a leaking eyes.
I'll have a bit on this side. Come on, if I can.
Thank you, Simplify. Okay. So, symbolism in this one, I thank you. Susan, Simplify bought this for you. And this puzzle piece was not permanent because if somebody wanted to buy it for a different disability, I was going to take the puzzle piece off. But as you guys know, as she's told you in her shows, I'm not sharing anything she hasn't shared, but she is raising a child with autism. And the puzzle piece I dropped is purple. So the puzzle piece is actually the symbol for autism. So this little puzzle piece will be sitting somewhere in this piece. I just don't know where yet. But it'll be the purple one. So Susan, I appreciate you and what you do, and your love for your children is not unseen. And I wanted to also just to bring attention to all the moms out there who are raising a child who is disabled, and you will be the forever mom because they might likely never be able to live on their own or have their own home. Um, it's a constant struggle because they are, you have hopes and dreams for your children and you accept them how they are, but also there's a gentle mourning that each mom goes through for the things that they could have had in that child, the things that they had dreams and hopes before they met their child. And sometimes you just have to let that stuff go and you learn to love the child that you have with all of your heart, and you wouldn't change it once they're here. But it's also a struggle. And I think that needs to be brought to attention that mothers who are raising children with special needs have a whole new level of responsibility and such a heaviness on their shoulders. And we see you, and we are so proud of you. And Susan, I am so sorry. This is your first Mother's Day without your mom. So I hope this brings you joy. And if you will tell me your mom's favorite color, I'm glad. I am tore up, guys. Woo! You know how you always say some things are harder to tell stories for than others. And thank you for letting me share your story. Oh, so it's going to be her first birthday too. Oh, goodness. Well, I want to add a flower in for your mom if you will let me know what color flower to this piece. And by the way, when I was making this one, I did have you in mind, of course. So it's purple. The actual color for disabilities, she loved daisies. Okay. Daisies have all sorts of different colors. Do I have a daisy on here? I don't. But this is also the symbol of, that never ending circle and cycle, that forever mom symbol. And I'm covering your butt because we know you, but you do have the little beady dimple there. So very, very pretty. I really love how she turned out, honestly. And then, of course, had to do some bling on there for you. Daisies, yellow daisies. So that's coming to you.
Thank you.
Nightmare, did you get to see her? You did. Okay. Did you get to see Dolly Parton last week? I need to send you pictures because I think you missed last week. And then the 2 memorial pieces. I'll send you pictures of those. Okay, I promise I'm done crying.
Sure you are.
I promise. you're like, wait a minute. And Simplify, thank you so much for buying that for her. I really appreciate that. Oh, good. Oh, good. I couldn't remember, but I'm like, I always want to show you, not because I want you to buy, but I always want you to see them because I know you appreciate this line of art and you make me happy. You're very welcome. Okay, guys. Now, what have I created this week? Absolutely nothing else. Aw, happy Mother's Day. I have nothing else brand new because I have been, and you get the story. You do get the story too. So, Maggie, I hope you do know how precious your mom is. Not only to us, but to you guys. I just thought about that. Like, you guys got to take care of your mom because what would you do without her? What would you do without her? I hope you never have to know. Okay, guys. I only made one piece this week. I have been on a million raid trains. What else? I've been making baddies. I've been making memorial pieces. Oh yeah, actually, that was 2 pieces. That was 2 more, like, the memorial pieces are a lot of work too, so those took
All done.
6, 7, 8 hours a piece on those too. So got those done this week. I did do this tiny turtle. I'm trying to learn. Look, it did bleed a little bit on the color there, but I still kind of like it. So I did do this tiny little turtle. And it's in Resin-Crete because I wanted to try painting something this tiny in Resin-Crete. I think it turned out pretty cool. I kind of like the fozziness. Hi ho! Hi, Fozzie the bear. Fozzie bear. Yes, she did. Aw, Scorpios, you can make this little guy. I always say that, right? Thank you for that.
Awesome. Buy that too. And somebody else swooping it up on that.
Brian, you can make it too. It did turn out pretty. I'm enjoying painting that one. I think I just like the little moon reflection on the water. So let's see. Oh, you don't have the one with dolphins. Okay. Now you have the one with the blurry dolphins. Don't put that on a keychain though, because it will definitely break. But it actually feels really strong. I was surprised about that because it's stronger than I thought it was going to be. But I did mix the Resin-Crete pretty strong. Like I made it a little bit stronger so that it wouldn't break. Um, but yeah, so Brian and I have been thinking about the next week's baddie. I have a couple of people in mind that I want to draw attention to. One of them is ultra famous, one of the most famous people in the world, and a true baddie, one of my all-time heroes. So I hope you guys will come and listen for that one. And then I need to do another dark one. I need another dark goth angel. So I'm doing some research to see. Oh, you missed all of the baddies. You missed all the baddies
And all the tears.
and all the tears. um so yeah, we show pieces on Thursdays that have backstories, and they were all really good backstories this day. And we were honoring mothers, so of course we all got a little weepy eyed talking about our moms. So if you're a mom, happy Mother's Day to you all out there. What else is going on? So I have to see if I'm gonna. You want to see all three of them? Can I have them all back, Brian? He knows. He ought to know better than to put them out like away from him.
I don't go there. So I didn't know.
Okay, this I realize now that it's on my face still. So up and coming this week while we get those. I'm not supposed to have shows, am I? Do I have shows this week?
I haven't looked this weekend.
Let me look at upcoming. Thank you.
Got it.
No, I don't have anything scheduled until the Glitz Blitz, but I messed myself up, guys. Remember what my goals are for this month. My goals are that I would do 2-a-days, at least 2 days a week, all of the month of May. And the other one is that I wouldn't miss any shows. So I was late to my show this morning, and I've only done 1 2-a-day this week, which means I have to do 1 day where I have 2 more shows. I'm so close up. Yeah, the Glitz Blitz. I don't know that they are actually going to fit on this table. These are some big pieces this week. Here you go. These are the baddies, Junk. These are the baddies. So this is a garden goddess. And she is actually the garden goddess of endless, no, my goodness. She is the garden goddess of the forever mom. So she's a goddess of a mom raising a child with special needs. And so this is the endless love and the time that she will give to her children. And then it comes with the puzzle piece for autism. And then, thank you. And then these two, this is for my mom. My mom collects butterflies and loves flowers. So I did create a piece just for her this week. And she's a patriot and she collects hummingbirds. I was very careful to cover my mom up so you guys didn't see her butt or boobs. And so she's got the hummingbird on the back. And she's surrounded by all of her favorite colored flowers and pastels. And then this one stands for friendship because she's my best friend. So that one is, this one is Susan. And she's actually dedicated to Handcrafted by Susan. Susan, I'm going to have to do a givey. Can you do a givey just for Susan? So I can get a label?
Yeah.
Okay. Don't pick them up by their drying pieces, Miss Cordova. And then this is, let me back this camera back out. This
givey is just for Susan. So Susan, get this givey.
Just for Susan. Susan, that's for you. That's for you.
So nobody else get on that givey except for Susan.
We're gonna have to sneak a frog in there too, huh? This piece is actually for Chad and Linda, which is Crafty Bliss and Simplify. And it stands for mental health awareness, addiction recovery, sobriety, and the endless and true love that heals a broken heart. And then the 2 little flowers are for their children that they're raising. And each one has a story. Handcrafted by Susan! Yay! Yeah, once the one's in there, you pull it. Thank you so much. These are my passion. I love these. I love to do memorial pieces. I love how these guys, the hardest thing about this one, and I meant to say this, the hardest thing about this one was breaking the chains. And how profound is that when we're talking about true life, how those chains are the hardest thing for us to break. And that was the hardest part of this piece. I struggled for probably 45 minutes on cutting one of these links because they're so strong. Yes, it is. So I didn't cut myself, but blood, sweat, and tears did go into this one. So, and this is so heavy. Oh my goodness, it's super heavy.
That's a weird pain in the shit.
So, yay! Susan, did you recognize the mold I bought off of you in that one also? I know it is your bestie. Doesn't it turn out cool? Thank you for giving that one up. I was like, oh, and I saw that. I'm like, I have to have that. And I thought of them specifically when I bought that one. So, aw, Crafty, I love that. Well, if you want one, let me know. You found a second one. There you go. I'm gonna actually love that one. I want to do a couple more of those. So guys, just know that this is one of the lines, the baddies and the wolves. Of course, you know, when I adopt out wolves, the money goes to the wolves. So that isn't a way for me to make a living, but commissioned baddies and memorial pieces is one of the directions that I would love to go in. So if you guys have a special person that you'd like to honor, please let me know. Please let me know, and I would love to make them for you. I do as much research as I can, get information from you, and try to make it in a way that I think you would like it, but then also to put that special twist and story into it, so that you will love and enjoy it, and it will bring honor to the person that you are buying it for, or if it's for somebody that you love and a memorial for somebody that you love, then I got 3 more beautiful pieces in to make for memorials. So also, guys, my mom had a good idea, and she says, you know, you should do pets. So I am going to be offering pet memorials, and we will put the names on dog tags for little pet memorials. So we do all love special projects. So that is another line that's going to be in. It's still going to be in the memorial line, which I didn't even know I was going to do a memorial line, but I think that it is bringing me, yes, I think it's bringing me comfort to do them too. And it's also, um, it appeals to me on so many different levels creatively to create them because I am an emotional person. I don't know if you guys caught that or not.
No.
I might have a little bit of a, what does my mom say, wearing my feelings on my shoulders. Yeah, I'm sure she was. She raised you. So it appeals to me to be able to put that kind of emotion into each of my pieces. So, heart on my sleeve, yes. Yes, heart on my sleeve. So, um, by the way, crayon eaters, did you see the finished final product? Do you want to see it? Not yet. Do you want me to show it real quick? Yes. Okay. There you go. So I got it back to perfect. And I also sanded off the other one's name, and you can use the board for something else as well. So you will have this piece and the second piece, and then you can do your own creation on it. Maybe put the baby's picture on it, and then I'm sure that you are eventually going to meet Chad and Crafty, and you can take it back, and he can put the writing back in it. So there she is. She's perfect. Also, by the way, I added a dove for you.
Beautiful.
You are very welcome. And I am so sorry for your loss also. And you've had a very tough and busy week. You really have. You really have. So I hope you're healing up fine and that you do enjoy your Sunday. She's the only girl in a house full of boys. Women
Poor girl.
power. Good. Okay. I don't have anything else to share with you guys tonight. I mean, I do, but I don't have any new pieces, and it's resin reveal night. And I made such good headway today. I got dishes done. I got laundry going and getting it done. I made progress in my house. So I'm going to continue to try and do that. I'm going to go to bed earlier tonight because I did not sleep well at all last night. Um, and my new meds are definitely keeping me awake. So I'm going to take a melatonin and knock myself out tonight and get some good sleep. And I probably will be on, if I go early today, if I go early tomorrow, then to get my 2 a-day, and I'll have to do a afternoon show too. So this is what I'm going to do. I have some really cute clothes that Kaylin has outgrown. And I'm going to do a clothes show. So it's going to be 10 items of clothing, 10 items of resale jewelry, and then we'll do 10 items of electronics. 10, 10, and 10. That's what we'll do in the morning, tomorrow morning. Let's set it for 10 o'clock.
Oh.
I'm going to be up. If I'm not awake, you guys start pinging and pounding every button on whatnot. I'm just kidding. Actually, nothing would have woke me up. I slept through 3 alarms. 3 alarms. Simplify, I think you can handle that though. I slept through 3 alarms this morning. It was rough. I don't know how that happened. I just was really tired, I guess, finally by the time I got to sleep. So that's what we're going to do tomorrow morning. And then tomorrow afternoon, I don't know what I'm going to show, but we'll do an afternoon show. Maybe I'll do a create with me. That sounds fun. Create with me. All right. Maybe I can do a create with me and not be a disaster. She should start calling me at 9 a.m. It doesn't take me that long to walk from my office to here, from my home to my office. It's across the hall. So, but yeah, if you see me online and I don't have my headband on in the morning, say, woman,
Get some clothes on.
get some clothes on. I did actually go on when I came back in, and I did start my show. I did do the show. I realized I didn't have a headband on, and I was like, "Excuse me, I have to go." There was a whole bunch of people in there didn't know me, and I was like, I gotta go. I didn't say I'm naked because they would be like, "No, you're not. You're wearing clothes." I'm like, "No, I didn't have a headband on." I love this poo one. It's one of my favorites because it's super comfortable. Okay, guys, let's see who we can find to raid out to. Who do we have? Who do we have? We have Height Normal Designs. Ooh, Bent is on. Do we have any new resin artists on? Let's see. New sellers. Craftapreneur. That sounds familiar. They have 74 people in their room. The Craftapreneur, I think, does that sound like a YouTube person to you guys? I think it is. Any of our new resin artists on? If somebody could go look for me. Or any new resin artists. They don't have to be ours. If not, we'll go into Bent. So what should I make tomorrow night?
I might be down there making something too.
What do you guys want to see me make? The Craftapreneur, yeah. She's 74 people in her room. That's awesome. Or his room, I don't know. Okay, it sounds like nobody. Oh, Crafty Things sell supplies. Let's go into Bent. Let's give him some support. He's doing a full on drive this month of May. All right, guys. We'll see you soon. We'll see you tomorrow morning, 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock.
Tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock.
Bye, guys.
Good night.
Have a great night. Thanks for all
Thank
your
you for
support.
everything. Thank you for your support. Thank you for trusting me with your stories. And if I don't see you, happy Mother's Day.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
We love
Bye.
you.